25 of them right here in Atlanta. He led his team to 6 100-win seasons. No other manager in history ever did that. 7 times he was National League Manager of the Year. 2,504 wins. 4th best in all-time Major League history.
Look at the decals on the field.
13 consecutive division titles, 5 National League championships, and in 1995, the big one, winning the World Series.
Yeah.
This day, August 12, 2011, marks a memorable day in the storied history of the Atlanta Braves. Earlier today, we inducted one of the greatest managers in the history of the game into the Braves Hall of Fame. And tonight, we will retire his number. Please join me, put your hands together, and let's welcome back to Turner Field once again, our number 6.
Chipper Jones. Who's next to Bobby? Bobby, 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 Bobby. Woo!
Well, let's just soak that up for a little while, Bobby. Bobby Cox was known for being a player's manager. He had the respect, the admiration, and the love of a lot of great players who passed through Atlanta Fulton County Stadium and who passed through Turner Field. Our first speaker is one of those great players. Ladies and gentlemen, Braves Hall of Famer and future Major League Baseball Hall of Famer, Rick Bevins.
I get asked all the time, what was it like playing for Bobby Cox? Players from all around the league want to know. And the first word that comes to mind is respect. And he had that. Players, when Bobby talked, we listened. We laid down, we trusted him, we wanted to play for him. You know, a lot of players want to play for themselves, maybe some guys on their team, but here it seemed like we wanted to play for Bobby, we wanted to play for the city, and we wanted to win. And that all started in spring training with Bobby. And then there was loyalty. Bobby was very loyal to the people around him in that show. He treated everybody great. And that's really it in a nutshell. He set the tone in spring training that we were going to play in October, and we prepared for that all year, and it shows. Also, just one more thing. It's pretty impressive that he starts as a GM, he signs half the guys down there in front, and then he comes down and manages. Pretty impressive. And we just thank you, Bob, for helping me as a player. Thank you for helping everybody.
Bobby, Bobby, Bobby.
Thank you every day.
Woo! Go,
Thank you, Greg. I think I heard you say that much of the nice. Hey, another Cy Young winner, Greg's Hall of Famer, and I get to say this a lot tonight, and future MLB Hall of Famer Tom Glavine. Thank you. First, Bobby, I want to congratulate you, obviously, today on being inducted to the Braves Hall of Fame. Quite an honor, certainly a deserved honor. I know that all this attention is something that you love. You're probably soaking this all in, and I'm sure you can't wait for all this to be over. But it's well deserved, and certainly we're all very proud of you. I also want to congratulate Pam and your family. I know that they've been a tremendous support for you and been there for you throughout your career, and I think most of us know that it helps to have a great support staff at home, and I know you've had that, so I want to congratulate your family as well for all their support and encouragement. You know, as Greg said, I'll piggyback on what he said a minute ago. You know, a lot of people ask you, I know they ask me, hey, what was it like to play with Greg Maddux? What was Greg Maddux like? What was it like to play with Smoltz? What was he like? And you inevitably get the same thing about Bobby Cox. And I can honestly say that whenever anybody asks a player or anybody that's been around Bobby what it was like to be what Bobby was like, the one thing you always hear is that Bobby was the best. Everybody says it, and everybody who says it, we know what it means.
woo!
And it didn't matter if you were somebody in the clubhouse or an usher in the stands or the best player on the team. He had a way of treating everybody with the utmost respect, making you feel like whatever it was that your job was, it was the most important thing and one of the most vital things in helping this team win. And he was tremendous in doing that. The great Jackie Robinson said that the true measure of a man's life is the impact that he has on others. I would say, judging here tonight from all your family that's here, Bobby, from all the players that have come back, all the players that have played for you over the years, and all the fans that are here tonight that were this year come for being retired, it's pretty fair to say you've had a tremendous impact, not only on this organization, but on this city. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for the impact you had on me as a player. Braves pitching greats, future Hall of Famer, and future Hall of Famer, John Smoltz.
Well, we were given some instructions to limit to 3 minutes. Do the best I can. It's hard to describe for 3 minutes what a man meant to not only a city and organization, but his family. But as a baseball player, and I speak on behalf of my former teammates, Bobby was a mentor, he was a psychologist, he was everything you had to be to know what made you tick. Bobby was a guy that could be part of a practical joke. He was a guy that could tell you for a week and encourage you when you were slumping and struggling. For me personally, he impacted my career in 2 different ways. The trade that